Let's start off with the Olympic Games. The women, the favorite to win the gold. Here's the reason why. They beat Germany yesterday, dominated. Final score 4-1. Sophia Smith scored twice. Mallory Swanson scored again. And so did Lynn Williams. The Americans now play Wednesday, their last match in Group B, and they're going to play Australia. They're heavily favored in that one as well. And they got a great shot to take this whole thing home. We, of course, will keep an eye on that. All right, as far as Canada is concerned, amidst all the controversy that they have had with their coach being ousted, they have moved on as well. Canada wins 2-1 the final there, and they come back against France, which was a huge win. Vanessa Giles scored 12 minutes into a 13-minute stoppage time to finish off the 2-1 win. And naturally, the punishment of their coach came on Saturday night. Giles said with the game winner that she almost broke her hand punching a wall. This is never advisable in sports. Stop punching things. It never ends well. Team USA gets a win over Serbia. They were 12.5-point favorites. They covered easily. 110-84, the final score there as Team USA moves on. Things will get a little bit more difficult for them. Serbia was not the favorite to win the gold, the silver, bronze, or anything like that. But needless to say, one of the stories out of this was that the sitting time came for Jayson Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. Both did not play in Team USA's game, but Steve Kerr says that Tatum will have an opportunity to get some time.
Yeah, it's tough, but Jayson handled it really well. I talked to him today before the game that it may play out this way, just with Kevin coming back and the lineups that I wanted to get to. But that'll change. You know, Jayson's going to play. Every game's going to be different based on matchups. He's a total pro. He's, first team All-NBA 3 years in a row. I felt like an idiot not playing him. But in a 40-minute game, you can't play more than 10. You really can't. And, so I think he's an amazing guy, great player, and handled it beautifully. And, he'll be back out there next game.
All right, a couple of young guys not playing yet for Team USA, but again, still a long way to go in their journey toward the gold. Meanwhile, same can be said for Coco Gauff. She advances to the third round, playing fantastic tennis as it stands right now. One of the favorites to potentially even win it all, which would be an amazing accomplishment for Coco Gauff. And also, as far as people watching the Olympics, at least through the first few days, the viewership is on the rise. Streaming options for NBC and Peacock and everything else. A lot of people watching the Olympics right now as it stands in Paris. And this even despite the fact that they're 6 hours ahead of us. All right, now let's get to some more tennis. Novak Djokovic defeats Rafael Nadal. And that one has now gone final 6-1, 6-4 in the second round on Monday. And it's possibly the last time these two will face off against one another because Nadal is getting ready to call it quits, at least from what we understand. Djokovic now owns 24 Grand Slam titles and Nadal 22, so 46 between the two of them. Andy Murray, how about this crazy story? His career continues. He won 3 Grand Slam titles and 2 Olympics and also had an insane victory in a super tiebreaker. And he was down 9-4 in the deciding super tiebreaker, ended up coming back, got the last point, and Murray and Evans in this doubles match ended up going crazy to win this one. And needless to say, he moves on as well. All right, Leon Marchand dominates in the 400-meter individual medley. 22-year-old Frenchman put himself in a position to be one of the best stars at the Olympics. A swimming gold for France with a dominant victory in the men's 400-meter Sunday night. And not surprisingly, he has been mentioned as the next Michael Phelps. We'll see if that is the case. Simone Biles hurt again. She's battling injuries, same like she was in Tokyo, same like she was about a month ago, but she's just trying to pull through this to see if she can end up making it through the Olympics and maybe medal in some way. All right, Major League Baseball. As I said, the next 30 or so hours, we're probably going to see a lot of activity, especially from the Chicago White Sox, who are on pace to have the worst record ever in baseball, haven't traded anyone yet. You assume that they would. Kansas City Royals also are now in the trade deadline mix. They finally add a player. A player that they have added is a starting pitcher, Michael Lorenzen. They get him from the Texas Rangers. Rangers haven't really set a signal yet as to what they're going to do, but this is a subtraction from their roster, not an add. Take that as it will. The Chicago Cubs also make a trade yesterday, trading a player who played every day for them in exchange for an all-star and someone they'll control for the future. They send Christopher Morel, who was having a tough season, to the Tampa Bay Rays, who have been the most active team, for Isaac Paredes, who takes over immediately as the Cubs starting third baseman. The New York Yankees, as you may have seen over the weekend, added Jazz Chisholm Jr. in a trade broken by somebody you may know here on SportsGrid. Could have been me. Philadelphia Phillies get Carlos Estevez for a couple of pitching prospects. Phillies probably not done as well. They're the favorite to at least face the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series. Dodgers have been quiet as well. That will change. Also, the Phillies and Orioles made a trade over the weekend. Austin Hayes goes to Philadelphia, hoping for some more playing time. And Sir Anthony Dominguez goes to Baltimore. Also, the Orioles get Zach Eflin, a starter from Tampa Bay. And the Mariners get Randy Arozarena from the Tampa Bay Rays, who stayed and watched his team play, even though he wasn't on the team the next day. The Padres have also added Jason Adam from Tampa Bay. Rays are just making trades and making more trades and making even more trades, so stay tuned there. Boy, the Atlanta Braves, they haven't done anything yet, but they may have to. I mean, another injury for the Atlanta Braves. This time it's Reynaldo Lopez, their starting pitcher. They've already lost Max Fried to the IL. Strider for the season. Now Lopez is out. Acuna is out. Albies is out. Braves are just, going through it this season. We'll see what happens when they diagnose this forearm issue. The Dodgers get a final game win against the Astros. Teoscar Hernandez, Gavin Lux, James Outman all hit home runs. Yankees beat the Red Sox. They take 2 out of 3 at Fenway, including a win last night on Sunday Night Baseball. And how about this? A cycle for Xavier Edwards of the Miami Marlins, which included his first home run as a pro for Xavier Edwards. That's for the cycle in the loss yesterday against Milwaukee. All right, let's head over to the gridiron over on the National Football League. Again, we're getting ready for the NFL preseason. It is coming soon. And we got some contract extensions. The Lions have just given out money like it's out of style. Taylor Decker's the latest one. He signs a new 3-year contract extension, $60 million. The Cowboys have lost defensive end Sam Williams for the season with a torn ACL. He was going to be part of their pass rushing defense behind DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. He has 8.5 sacks, 2 seasons, not going to have any this year. Also, a very interesting medical story here that we'll have to keep an eye on is Christian Barmore, very talented defensive tackle for the Patriots, is now out indefinitely due to blood clots. It was announced yesterday. In April, they signed him to a 4-year contract extension worth $92 million, $41.8 million guaranteed. But naturally, with the health and safety protocols in the NFL, and especially everything that happened last season on the field with DeMar Hamlin, or the season before that, I should say, got to make sure that these guys are taken care of in a big way.